Hey, it's Charity, your independent Norwex consultant. I'm here today to tell you about our coveted superior mop system. I'm going to give you all of my tips and tricks to help you get the most out of your mop to make sure that you're using it right. And I'm also going to explain all of the different attachments that we have that are interchangeable with our mop system. So I love that you can use multiple things together. The first thing, when you get the superior mop system, it comes in two sizes, the large or the small. Both of them have the same handle. It is a good, sturdy, expandable handle. And then the base and the pads are either the large or the small. So this is the large and then this is the small. So you can see the difference between those two. I mostly use the large. I have a lot of floor, but I think the small is great in our camper, or if you just have smaller kitchen or a bathroom, those work great in there if you don't have a ton of floor. So the mop and most everything attaches to the handle with two buttons that slide in, and then you squeeze them together and they will come through in that hole right there. So then you attach the mop base. Then our mop pads, when you get the system, you get a dry pad and a wet pad. So both of these are graphite in color on this side, but on the back it shows on the dry pad it's yellow, so yellow for sun, sunny is dry, and blue, water, wet, so you can remember. So you want to start with the dry pad, and you'll notice the dry pad has the longer, fluffier fibers that are just like our dust mitt. So it's kind of like using the dusting mitt on your floor, but you're not having to bend over. Then the wet pad, the weave on that is just like our Enviro cloth. So it's like using an Enviro cloth, picking up 99% of everything off of the floor when you use it with water and proper care and use instructions. So to attach the pad, it's a Velcro system. So this is all Velcro and Velcro on the back of the base. So I just lay it down on the floor, and then I will just set my mop base on top, and you'll notice that I off-center it. Just tap it to attach it, and it's attached. I off-center it because then you can flip this edge up and do your baseboards. So it's an easy way. This is a brand new pad, so it's a little bit stiff. As you use it more, it gets more flexible. So for this, it's ready to go to sweep the floor. If you have really dry air and it's you may want to kind of charge the fibers. If it's not attracting and holding on to dust and debris, then you want to kind of open those fibers up and charge them. I do that with a rubber brush by just brushing along. That kind of charges it, and so then things will stick to it easier. This is also how we clean it. I'll show you that in a second. You can also rub it against it, stuff like that to kind of charge it. So then dry mopping, you want to do it in a figure 8 motion. So easy to show you the baseboards over here. With a figure 8 motion, you're going to leave the front. So you can start, I usually start on the edges and do my baseboards. I flip it up. You can just go along the baseboard or doors and go along the edge. It's also really skinny, so it can fit underneath things. You get in the corners. And then I'll come back and get the center doing a figure 8. So you're picking everything up, and then some bigger pieces you're going to push along, or if they will not stick like rubber bands, they're not going to stick to your mop pad, you're going to push them along until you end at the trash can. So I'll just go along my floors, and then I will meet you at the trash can. Oh, one more quick thing. As you're getting a lot of stuff or a lot of pet hair that you're pushing along, you can, what I do is, as you're pushing it along and you see there's a lot there, you can lift your mop and kind of set it on top of the hair that you're pushing, and then it'll attach more to your pad. You grab the rubber brush and you end at the trash can. You're going to lift it up gently so everything that it has held onto is stuck to the microfiber. You are going to leave a little pile right here at the trash can. So you use the rubber brush, and I go down the edge first, and then just brush it off everything that is collected into the trash. Then you can also use the rubber brush to kind of brush up everything there into a dustpan, or what I like to use is a wet Enviro cloth or a dust mitt. Charge it up a little bit. I'll use it to pick up the stuff on the floor. we have really dry air in here. So when I have really dry air, I will, everything's sticking to that. I will use a water bottle and spritz the mitt or the dust pad, and that'll also help collect. That's another one of my tips. So when you're done dry mopping, you can just pull this off after you've cleaned it in the trash can. You just pull it off because it's Velcro, and the wet pad you put on the same way. I usually wet this under the sink and wring it out really good. Just like the dry mop pad, throw it down, put your mop on there. So I'm cleaning my baseboards and the floor at the same time. And with the wet mop pad, because you've already picked everything up, you don't have to keep one in the front. You can now go back and forth. The great thing about our mop is that it's picking up 99% of everything off the floor. You could literally eat off the floor, but it's not leaving any chemical residue on the floor. So for babies, kids, if you're walking barefoot, your pets, like your dogs and cats, they're not absorbing harsh chemicals in from just walking on the floor. What I also love is that you can clean walls and ceilings with this. So a couple quick tips is the handle, to be ergonomically correct, you want the handle to end at about your chin to nose height. You just twist it to the left to loosen it, twist it to the right to tighten it. So you can put it down this far. You can also lift it really tall to help you get really tall ceilings or tall walls, tall windows, that kind of thing. So I love to use it to clean the walls. And when I do that, you also want to know about right here, there's a lock. If you flip that up, locks in place, so then it cannot go back and forth. It can only go this way. When it is unlocked, then you can go back and forth like this. That helps you swivel on the floor. So then with walls or ceilings or windows, you can just quickly go over them. So those are the standard ones that come with the mop system. Additional ones that you can get on top of that, we have this chenille mop pad, which I absolutely love. So it's like our chenille hand towel. It has these nubbies in there. This holds a lot more like pet hair and fuzz and that kind of stuff. So I can clean my whole house, and all of our dog's fur and cat's fur will stay attached in here or stuck to this until I get to the trash can. So this just holds a lot more. You can also use this wet or dry. Also, we have the tile mop pad. So the tile mop pad also attaches via Velcro. But the tile mop pad, and this is my really old one that I've had a long time, but it has these extra little scrubbies. The darker blue line, they're more of an extra scrubby, so they get inside the uneven parts of tile and in the grout area. It gives you some extra scrub. You can also use this on a laminate floor as well if you want extra scrub. The last pad that we have is a window cloth mop pad. I will use to clean bigger windows. It's just like our window cloth material weave, but on a mop pad. So I will put actually the wet mop pad on. It's like your Enviro cloth. Clean the window with it, and then I put the dry window cloth pad on, and that's how I shine the windows. The other new option with the spray mop attachment is right here. So this is really cool. You just unhook the base by pinching the two dots and pulling that out. Then you can attach this spray mop attachment to the mop handle. Then it has the same kind of attachment on this end where you could attach your mop base. So you can fill it up with just tap water from your sink. Then because of the spout that it has, it won't leak when you turn it upside down, and you just stick it in here until it snaps. Then it's in. So if you're wet mopping and your pad dries out a little bit, or if you have like a spill you want to clean up really quick, you have your wet pad on, then as long as the handle is 90 degrees, you then just push down on it and it squirts out right in front of you so that you can clean that area or have a little bit more water. It should work for 160 sprays. And it doesn't add a lot of extra weight to it either. Another one of my favorite attachments for the mop is our Enviro wand. So the Enviro wand has its own little handle, and you can use it to like clean light fixtures. You can clean ceiling fans. I like to do that by bending it into a U shape because it's bendable. So then when you clean the ceiling fan blade, it does the sides and the top, and then you can do the bottom like that. Tops of countertops, you can bend it into an L, and you can get high on there like that. But if you have something that you can't reach with a short handle, you can actually also attach it to the mop handle so you can extend it up really high and reach those high ceilings and high ceiling fans. Another great thing about the Enviro wand is the sleeve comes off so you can wash it, launder it just like you do all your other microfiber. And it also has this cute little hidden brush in there for like detailed things like cleaning out keyboards or little crevices and cracks. It's a squeegee attachment. So same thing, it hooks in there on the mop handle by pushing those two buttons. It's a really heavy duty good squeegee. So if you need a squeegee like your garage floor or clean up a big water mess, that works great, or cleaning off windows. I also love to use the smaller handle with the squeegee to like clean my shower. So you can get the smaller handle in our handheld cleaning system with a squeegee, or with the small mop base and a small window cloth pad, because that's also great to clean your windows really quickly, those that you can reach with a small handle. Finally, the last attachment is our next to newest. This is the rubber brush. So I use this to clean my Enviro wand, my chenille mop pad, my dry mop pad, my dusting mitt. This is a little more than twice the size, but it's just like the rubber brush. It's just bigger. It's your rubber broom. It also attaches to the mop base. It also has a squeegee side as well. It's a little bit more flexible than our other squeegee, and it is longer by about that much. The rubber brush works great on picking up and brushing up like those bigger kind of messes. Entry mat, the best way to clean it, it collects. It's made of our microfiber and some extra scrubby poly stripes that you can scrub your shoes on, but it picks up everything off the bottom of your shoes or your pet's feet, so it keeps your floors cleaner longer. To clean that, I regularly just use the rubber broom to brush it. I usually do it lengthwise, but use the rubber broom to brush it. About once a month or so, I will throw the entry mat into the washer. You can wash it in the washer, but don't dry it in the dryer. The rubber ball on top here is great for removing scuff marks on the floor. So you can just flip it over. If you have a scuff mark, which I don't have any to demonstrate, but you can rub the scuff marks right off. This little ring right here on the mop is great for helping you to store the mop, or if you have the wet mop pad on and you're not quite done and you don't want to leave the wet mop pad sitting on your floor, you would just hang this on a flat edge like of your counter or stove, and it hangs and it keeps it off of the floor. So any questions, anything at all, let me know. I'd be happy to answer them for you. If you love the mop and want to get it, it's totally worth full price. However, you can also host with me and earn it discounted or free. And actually, it's in our starter kit. So if you want to do what I'm doing and make a little extra cash, join my team and you'll get it for free in your starter kit. Let me know and have a great day.